How did the Springboks win the World Cup 4 times and become number 1 in the world? Or how did Vusi Thembekwayo grow up in a humble town of Benoni and become a self-made millionaire? There are a few factors that made them successful, but without a doubt, the most important trait that each of those Springbok players and Vusi has is a success mindset. And in this video, I'll focus on 3 things that you need to do to develop a success mindset so that you can achieve everything that you want to. Let's go. But before I dive into a success mindset, I want to share how I developed my mentality and how I got here. Back in 2018, I was finishing off my engineering degree, but while doing so, I wasn't able to support myself financially. And because of the demands of engineering, I did not have the time to get a job and pass my subjects. I had to choose one. I asked myself, how can I make money without giving away 7 to 8 hours of my day? So I started a business, becoming a marketplace where students can source travel and transportation solutions. Back then, there were 2 big shifts that I made. The first was knowing that if I did not make a plan and find a way to support myself, I would go hungry. I had a huge driving force. The second was switching perspective and looking for the opportunity as opposed to thinking that there's only one way of doing things. Finding a job was not the only way that I could have generated an income. So having a huge driving force for the reason you do things and switching your perspective helps. But how can you continue to reinforce that mentality and create a success mindset? Firstly, what is a success mindset? According to ChatGPT, a success mindset refers to a set of attitudes and beliefs that support the pursuit and achievement of personal and professional goals. It's the beliefs that you have around achieving your goals. Simply put, whether you believe you can or believe you can't, you are right. You can't build a successful business if you don't believe you're capable. I believed that I could get myself out of that situation back in 2018, and so I did. And in my opinion, to continue to develop and reinforce the success mindset, you need to do 3 things. Number 1, build consistency. I'm not sure if you've heard about the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. It's true. Great things take time to build, and it requires you to consistently show up day after day, week after week. The Great Pyramids in Egypt took over 20 years to build, brick by brick, block by block. By being consistent, you're actually building discipline and routine, and each seemingly insignificant step is getting you closer to your goals. Consistency reinforces your identity. Let's say that you go to the gym every day at 5 a.m. without fail. Because you're consistently showing up day after day, week after week, you identify with being someone who gyms every day. You tell people that I'm someone that gyms every day. You reinforce the success mindset about yourself. The second way to reinforce the success mindset is to build momentum. All change is difficult at first, messy in the middle, and gorgeous at the end. Robin Sharma famously said that. Once you've built consistency, building momentum becomes important because all change is gorgeous at the end. Stopping and starting over and over leads to slow progress, while building momentum leads to a significant progress over time. Momentum also leads to being in the flow, and when you're in the flow, things seem effortless. Building momentum reinforces your self-belief, which leads you to achieving your desired outcome. The third way to reinforce the success mindset is to embrace sloppy days. Now, this may seem like it contradicts building consistency, but let's be honest, we aren't AI robots. There will be some days where you don't go to the gym, where your days are not as productive. In these situations, it's key to embrace and accept it for what it is. By doing so, you'll be able to reflect on what went wrong, learn from it, and bounce back the next day. Don't be too hard on yourself. Acknowledge the progress you're making and how far you've come. But notice I said sloppy days and not sloppy weeks. If you're having sloppy weeks, you need to check yourself. So in summary, if you build consistency, build momentum, and embrace the sloppy days along the way, you will reinforce your success mindset and achieve all your goals.